Daniel first saw her at Platform 7 on a Tuesday morning that smelled of rain and coffee. He was late, sprinting toward the train with one shoe untied, when a woman at the vending machine suddenly darted forward with a stubborn packet of crisps clutched in her hand. The timing was catastrophic. They collided in the train doorway, her crisps flying into the air, his coffee nearly following. In the shuffle to steady themselves, he ended up handing her the coffee as a sort of peace offering, mumbling, "I think the universe just fined me for bad timing." She laughed, a quick, warm laugh that he carried with him for the rest of the week. 4 days later, they crossed paths again, this time in the grocery store. She spotted him first holding a jar of pasta sauce. "You're the coffee guy," she said, as if it were a job title. He grinned. "I owe you crisps." She tilted her head. "An entire packet." They wandered the aisles together, debating cereal brands and the morality of pineapple on pizza. When they left, they didn't exchange numbers, but they parted with that quiet certainty that this was not the end. It was 2 weeks before he saw her again, this time under the awning of a closed bookstore during a sudden downpour. She was wrapped in a coat too big for her. He was holding a bag of steaming takeaway noodles. The rain kept them there nearly an hour, talking about nothing and everything over the steady drum of water on the roof. When the sky cleared, he offered to walk her home. She shook her head gently. "Not tonight." But before she left, she told him her name, Claire, and smiled as she added, "Good. Now we're officially characters." Their next meeting happened at a crosswalk. Daniel was on his way to a meeting, Claire waiting for the light to change. He walked straight up to her. "Fate's getting pushy," he said. She smirked. "Or maybe we just live in the same postcode." They strolled until her street branched off from his, and when he blurted out, "Dinner?" she studied him for a moment before smiling. "Yes." The Italian place they chose had low lighting and waiters who acted like your food had been personally blessed. Conversation came easily, ranging from travel dreams to their worst teenage embarrassments. She confessed she wanted to write a book one day. He admitted he couldn't cook without triggering a smoke alarm. Afterward, they walked in the quiet night. At her door, he thought about kissing her, but decided to wait. Over the next month, there were coffee dates, walks in the park, and a pottery class where his clay bowl collapsed in slow motion. They learned the small, important things. She hated mint chocolate. He loved terrible puns. She collected postcards. He collected songs. Then one afternoon in their usual cafe, she told him her job might send her abroad for a year. He tried to smile, but it came out crooked. "What if this is it?" he asked. "Then it's been good," she said, her voice low. Neither of them touched their coffee. 3 days later, he found her again at Platform 7, suitcase in hand. He didn't hesitate. He ran to her, breathless, and blurted, "You can't leave. Or if you do, you have to take me with you." Claire stared at him, her eyes searching, and then she dropped the handle of the suitcase. "I was hoping you'd say that," she murmured. And there, between the noise of arrivals and departures, they kissed. The kind of kiss that feels both like a beginning and a promise kept. They never figured out if fate had been orchestrating everything or if they were just two people who kept refusing to walk past each other. But every year, on the anniversary of that first collision, they'd return to Platform 7 with coffee and crisps, laughing about the morning the universe decided to start writing their story.